Sure, sure, yeah.
Yeah, so just a minute. Yeah. So the contents for the 2 p.m. show is My Vision for Viksit Bharat 2047. And also we have another topic which is Daisy Crew 2047, Our Dream Journey. So Mohinder is here for the My Vision of Vikas Bharat 2047. So before going that, Mohinder, so I know you're very connected with India when we talk about Indian theme, and I've seen you like you're raising your voice, whether it is for the state or whether for the district or whether for the country. I mean, maybe like I'm following you in your status whenever I see you're making, giving voice to the people, giving voice over wherever you find it and wherever you feel like, yes, it's my duty or something like that. So before pitching to that, you are a very mature person, but I just want you to share your school time of vision, like, the Independence Day thought, or where you be a part of their school competition or something like that. Something interestingly we start, then we'll pitch into the topic.
So school days, I remember we used to hoist the flag and get chocolates. So we used to mainly hoist the flag just to get the chocolates. So really those days, it was basically we're looking forward for the holiday, right?
Okay.
That maturity, the maturity that we have now, obviously the school days, the way we look at holiday, look at August 15th, mainly we see as it's a holiday. Oh God, finally have a off. I can go hoist the flag, enjoy, take some chocolates, and come back home. Basically, this is what I was doing during my school days. So that's how it was. I did not participate in any, let's say, speech competition. I was a very shy guy, so very shy. So absolutely zero participation. Yes, to be very frank, that is what it was. Yeah.
That is quite opposite right now, I think.
Correct. Time changes, people change.
Zero has become 100 now. So.
No, not 100 at all. But, as time progresses, we change, right? We change.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's true. So, but moving again to the topic, Mohinder. So I just want to see how is your vision towards the kids right now was celebrating Independence Day and how they are approaching. What do you see it like?
I think
chocolate has become laddu.
Even now, I think they don't know the value of independence. And to be very frank, we should not expect them to know the value also. Time has passed, right? So they should know, okay, India has got independence and we are a democratic country and we have democratic rights to express our voice, right? We live in a democracy where everybody should express their voice, express their thoughts freely without getting scared or intimidated about anything. If that is there, I think kids can express whatever they feel, good, bad, ugly, because end of the day, kids are kids. Whatever they say might be wrong also, but they should be given the freedom to speak what comes into the mind. We should not restrict their thoughts. They like something, let them say. Like they don't like something, let them say they don't like. We should not force our thoughts into kids, right?
Exactly. So that's what you're saying is the freedom, whether right or wrong, whatever you feel it.
They will learn. They will learn. But if it is absolutely something pathetically wrong, which they do, obviously it is as a duty of as a senior, as elderly or adult. As an adult, it's our duty to guide them.
Yes.
But in terms of opinion, they should be happy to express anything which they wish to.
Okay, thanks, Mohinder. It is just to start. Just want to make the people interesting. Immediately, if we pitch on to the topic, it would be more interesting when we talk a little bit touch about you and your little bit of memory. That's what I just asked you those questions. So back to you, Mohinder. You can just start what you want to talk on the topic.
Yeah. So I think after a long time, I'm going to be live because this topic is something I always want to talk. So thanks for giving the opportunity.
Thanks, Mohinder. Yeah.
So this is the vision for India 2047, right? So this is what I think India can definitely achieve by 2047. And I just sharing my thoughts. I might be wrong, I might be right, but I just quickly run through what I think of, right? So basically, now when we talk about India, we are talking about manufacturing, technology leader, etc., etc. All this one side apart. I think we will still be a leader in terms of technology, in terms of, in the world, we might become the number one in terms of, in terms of IT sector, or in future, we might also become number one in manufacturing also. So all that put aside, I'm not going to talk about how to become the hub in, the biggest manufacturer in the world, how to become the biggest technology leader. All that I'll not talk here, because those are things I think most of us are listening every day, and we are witnessing every day, and we are also seeing a lot of people working in big IT companies, etc., etc. So all this are happening. Maybe not at the pace at which we like, but it's still, we are going in the right direction. So I'm going to slightly deviate from there and talk something which are very basics, which I think India really lacks big time, right? So first thing is just few questions, and then I'll go get in detail. So first thing, are our roads safe, right? Are our cities clean? Are our government services transparent? Do our children have world-class education and skills? Is our air clean, right? And is our country so beautiful that tourists come and enjoy in our country? So these are things which I want to talk about. So generally, when it comes to country, and when they talk about a developing country, or underdeveloped country, people see the GDP of the country, right? What is the GDP of the country? And then based on that, we say, okay, United States is the most developed country in the world. Then we talk about China, etc., right? But GDP alone doesn't define what country is. There are other pillars of the country which decides whether the country is such a beautiful country for everybody who would love to live in the country. So first thing is safe India, right? So if you look at the road safety in India, approximately in the year 2023, approximately we recorded 1.7 lakhs of death when it comes to road accidents, right? If you compare with other countries, for example, it could be Singapore, or United States, or it could be China. The number of deaths you see in those countries, especially China or USA, it's comparatively less. When it comes to population, you can compare ourselves with China also. Maybe US is not a right comparison because there are less less vehicles, on the road. But even if you compare with China, the number of deaths they encounter in on the road is significantly less than what we encounter in India, right? So it's huge when it comes to the deaths that we see on the road. So basically, how can we avoid it? One is not jumping the traffic signal, right? Don't drive on the wrong side of the road. Don't use mobile phones while driving. Always wear seatbelts and helmets, and give priority to pedestrians, and then give high priority to ambulance, right? We do see ambulances given priority in India, but still, even though there are people, even though they know it is an ambulance, they still block the road. They don't move. They don't take it very seriously. Even now, we can see that in our daily life.
That is a basic responsibility what everyone need to, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
When it comes to pedestrians priority, if you go to the developed countries, it could be China, it could be US, it could be Europe. Pedestrians are given the first priority. If you ride a bike or a car, if somebody is waiting there to cross the road, the vehicle stops automatically for the pedestrians to cross the road. But here, we don't give a damn about our people who are walking on the road. We don't give them space to walk. We are all in a hurry. Either we want to just hit them and run away. We don't really bother with those are people who want to cross the road. That's the reality. We have seen in every city, nobody is really bothered about pedestrians. That is something big time we have to learn, and we should respect the people who are using bicycle, who are using, they're walking, and they're trying to walk. They're trying to use their foot to travel. But here we think people who use the foot to travel are like, why are they even walking? Why can't they use a bike or a car to travel? Why are they walking on the roads? That's how our mindset is. And other things, jumping lights, wrong side driving, less said, right, on these spots. Nobody cares about signal, and driving on the wrong side is a fashion in India. Unless there's a cop there standing, we'll all follow rules. If there are no cops, if there is nobody to watch there, obviously the first thing is everybody will jump the lane and take the wrong side to avoid traffic and to travel quickly. That is part of our DNA, I think, which definitely has to change with time. And final thing when it comes to road safety is unnecessary honking. So I lived in the UK for around 4.5 years. In that 4.5 years, I used to travel in the last 3-4 years. I used to travel every day by car to work. I never heard an honk unnecessarily. A car will honk only if it is an emergency. Somebody is crossing the road, crossing the lane, not as per the rules. Then the car in front of them will honk. So if somebody is honking, it means the other vehicle which is flying on the road is not following the rules. Only then they will use honk. Honking is only to show that, boss, you are not following the rules. That is to communicate that. And I've heard honking maybe 5 to 10 times in the last 3.5 years I lived in UK. 5 to 10 times I'm saying in the entire 3.5 years. Honking is actually, it is very embarrassing if somebody honks in UK. If somebody is using that, they will feel like, oh God, what have I done? Something I've done terribly wrong that people are actually honking. They take it very personally. It is a shame for them. If somebody honks, then it's a shame. That is how they treat, and that honking is used only when it's really supposed to be used. But here honking is like, it's like breathing air, right?
It is like something, the moment we start our vehicle from our step to the place where we are reaching.
Wherever you go, simply honk, 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 honk. Wherever you go, you take a car, you take a bike, we just enjoy honking. There are people who honk with a rhythm. So like a music, they honk with the rhythm.
This is also one of the reasons we will not understand who is going for emergency and what is
nobody even knows.
Yes.
Nobody knows. See, emergency also, it's only ambulance who can use who can use that. Not us. We are not in any emergency, right? Going to office is not an emergency. Going home is not an emergency. It's all part and parcel of life. Only when an ambulance can use that, right? But that's how it is. So there are billion people in this country, and this behavioral changes are 100% necessary.
I think it
for
has
us
also
to make
come
this
in
country.
DNA, I believe. Now it is also mixed in DNA.
No, but we have to change. The change will start not with our older generation, but with our future generation. It could be the future of this children. Now children who are studying in schools, who are studying colleges, those are the people who will change this country. I don't think people who are at 40s, 45s, 50s, 60, it is part of the DNA. We can't change that. They will question you if you say don't honk. Who are you to say all this? So we can't change who are currently above 40s or 35s. But definitely 2047, this current generation who are in schools and colleges, if these things are taught and it's very precisely, fed in the mind of the young people, I think we will see a big difference. The young minds will change, but I don't think the old generation will take this very seriously. And the second thing is clean India, right? So clean India is something I think the world knows how clean India is, right? So we should be ashamed how clean our country is. So cities, roads, park, the beach, go anywhere. You can't find one place which is absolutely clean. That is the sad state of our country. When we talk about cleanliness, people will get angry. People in our country will say, we are 1.5 billion people. How can we keep our country clean? It is bound to happen. We cannot, keep our country clean because we are so many people. So we buy so many things. We use plastic, etc., etc. We are ready to come up with 1,000 excuses to justify that we can't keep our India clean. If you travel to China, You don't have to travel to China. China also has an equal population like us. If you go to anybody visiting China will be like absolutely blown away when it comes to cleanliness. It is not because the government there is cleaning the street every 1 hour. It is because the citizens there, everybody have taken that as a responsibility. I should keep my country clean.
We should also think, will we keep our home like that?
Correct. Exactly.
Even our home veranda also will not keep it like that. Whatever it is there in the home, we'll throw it on the road and we say that my home is clean by will go to road. But road is also our responsibility, nobody will think. Even the dustbin, the moment it is overflow, they'll keep dumping it, they'll not even will tie, they'll not. Whoever it comes, because one of the reason is dogs, everything is that, but it is also individual responsibility, at least 100 meters around me to keep clean. If that well said, Mohinder.
There are two things. One is air pollution, one is public cleanliness.
Yes.
Air pollution is something we are worst. In the top 10 cities in the world, which is highly polluted, India has around 5 to 6 cities. Delhi, I can name the cities. So air pollution is something we are worst. And public cleanliness, second thing, which is we are worst. And definitely, China has demonstrated that it can keep the air clean. Even they were facing this problem 10, 15 years ago. China was number one in the world when it comes to air pollution. They changed drastically. And they've done enormous work when it comes to air pollution. They are not now in part of top 10. Public cleanliness, they were also dirty 10, 15 years ago. Now, you can't even find rubbish in China. Right? So, things can be done. For that, government should work. But even when the government works, 100% cooperation and participation from each citizen is required. Or else, things will not change. So, that is something definitely we should work on. And when it comes to waste management, is something which Japan is the country which is number one when it comes to waste management. Singapore also is one of the countries when it comes to number one waste management. India, first of all, we don't collect waste. So only when we collect waste, then we can talk about waste management, right? But we are not even collecting the waste. So let's talk about waste management. That is something which right now, I don't think there's no point talking. So maybe in future, in 2047, if you all collect waste, segregate waste, then we can talk about waste management. How to, learn from Japan, learn from Singapore and see how we can convert the waste, use it, and then reuse the waste and make things out of the waste. So there's so much thing we can do with the waste that we produce every day. So one is clean streets, clean railway stations, clean public toilets, clean toilets in the trains that you travel or the buses you travel, waste segregation, which is very, very difficult for us now. But definitely that should be also part of our setup. And then all our rivers, beaches, etc., etc. So all this, if it's all simple things, but a country like us, which 1.5 billion, if even 50% of them follow these simple things, within 1 month, you will see a different country altogether. You don't have to wait till 2047, right? But we have to follow it very strictly, which is something. And I think also in 2047, there should be a competition where every city should have a quality scorecard published, right? Air quality, water quality, waste recycling, traffic safety, footpath quality, public toilet cleanliness. So they should actually list it out on a big digital board that Chennai city, this is the air quality, this is the water quality, this is the waste recycling, this is the traffic safety, this is the footpath quality, this is the cleanliness. They should display the quality. The government should display it so the public should know, okay, in this city, this is the air quality, this is the water quality that I'm going to drink, this is the current waste, how they are recycling it, this is the traffic safety rules, footpath quality, everything. If that thing, if every city is publishing that in the respective cities across India, not just cities, even the tier 2 towns, I think that will create a healthy competition and people should know, okay, my city is clean. Okay, my city water quality is not up to the mark. My city traffic is still needs to be improved. there should be a transparent way where the citizens know that this is where we stand. Right now, we have no idea whatsoever. Unless there are few cities in India which displays the air quality, especially Delhi, they display the air quality because it is number one in the world when it comes to air pollution. But apart from air quality, water quality, nobody knows, right? So these are things which definitely we can do in the future. And the third important point is ease of doing business in India for citizens. Right now we have Aadhaar, we have UPI, we have everything is digital now, and I think we should not go to a government office to get a work done. That should be the 2047 of India. Nobody should step into government office to get a work done. Everything should be digital, where anything you want, you apply digitally, you get it digitally. It could be birth certificate, death certificate, it could be your PAN, your Aadhaar, your anything in the world you want in India from a government. I think we should get it. Just go to the online website, apply it, you get it. No, absolutely 100% transparency. Then, because most of us know the dark truth that most of this bribe and all this, the bribe which transfers to account to account by cash, whatever it is, it happens mostly in these government offices, right? Whether you like it or not, it is happening. But I think by 2047, if you all don't go to government offices, everything is 100% digital. I don't think you will ever pay anything to anybody illegally to get a work done. Every 100% transparency, no bribe, right? So definitely it is possible because we have Aadhaar now. We are all united by Aadhaar card. We all have everything now. We are getting it digitally. We have Aadhaar. We have so many things now. We have digital. We are already, government is working towards digital economy, everything digital world, digital process. But still, there are many things that we still have to walk into a government office to get that, which I think definitely we can make it 100% digital. Nobody has to go to a government office. And Skill India is something that most of you know. In China also has 1.4 billion population. We are also similar to the population. But something which I think by 2047, everybody should know is AI is what now we all are using. So AI literacy is something which should be a norm that we should learn in even schools. Even schools should teach AI literacy, not just when you pass out from college that you know what is AI. Even basically from school, 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard grade and all, they should start teaching AI to students and digital skills. Then financial literacy is something India is very poor when it comes to financial literacy. They don't even know what is financial literacy. Many people will not even know what is financial literacy, which I think is we should teach kids right from schools. Cybersecurity and entrepreneurship, right? And then vocational skills. Entrepreneurship is something generally taught when it comes to colleges. I think entrepreneurship is something which has to be taught in schools, right? Then a student will not just think as a like I have to go study and then find a job and go to a company and work. So students will start thinking, okay, I learned and then I can become an entrepreneur. I can start up my own business. I can do stuff. I can be independent and learn and earn on my own. I don't have to depend on a company where I have to go and work. So these are things definitely across India. Whether you live in Chennai, you live in Pulmanguri, it doesn't matter. Everybody's curriculum slightly have to change big time. Then everything will change drastically. And one thing is when I was talking about corruption, right? So just a few statistics. When it comes to corruption, India is at 39th at the bottom, 39th. China is at 49th. The least corrupt country in the world is Denmark, 89th. The scores are given by the International Transparency 2025 Index. So Denmark, Finland, Singapore, these are all 89, 88, 84. It's the top countries. Least we are at the 39th position. So we know how much money we spend illegally to get the work done, right? So we should not offer bribe, accept bribe. So these are basic things that we should follow 100%. And for that, if everything goes digital, then we will not follow this, right? And in terms of respecting people also, so there are people still here in our country. We respect people based on their job, right? For example, the respect we give to a big reputed person, we may not give the same respect to a cleaner or a security guard or a delivery executive or a driver, right? So we see people differently. If somebody is in a higher position, we respect them, and somebody like a cleaner or a delivery guy, we don't give them the respect. So I think we should respect everybody, irrespective of who they are. A delivery guy coming and giving food, we should just be, very humble and ask them.
Equality is very, very important.
Correct. Which we can just ask them, do you want a cup of water?
Yes.
Because we know that these guys are traveling every corner of Chennai to deliver food. So there are things, but even now delivery guys are not treated with respect. They are treated like, okay, you give, okay, don't come inside, okay, get lost. That's the attitude, right? Not everybody, but still many people with that
Yes.
attitude. So it doesn't matter who they are. They are working, they are earning money. I'm working, I'm earning money. That's it. He's a human, I'm a human. We should give utmost dignity, respect to everybody, irrespective of the job title.
Actually, they are keeping us in the comfort zone and they were working hard.
Correct.
Though they get earning and all these things, the food in the sitting place you're enjoying,
Correct.
Blinkit, even the Blinkit, whatever things, people are working hard in the hot sun. You need not to take your bike and everything.
Especially when it comes,
Yes.
during the COVID period, we know these
Yes.
guys were like, keeping us happy. They were taking the risk, wearing masks, delivering food, delivering groceries across India. We were all like seated at home, 30 days inside home. We didn't go out. So I think we owe a big thanks to the entire delivery setup in India. Right? And the final part is when tourism is something that, India is not number one when it comes to global tourism. We can become a global tourism superpower, but not right now. We are not.
Okay.
When it comes to international tourists who came, 20 million people came. So that's roughly about 1.4% of the global interest tourism who visited India, right? So hardly that is 1.4% of people come to India for tourism. But we all know we have everything in the world. What a tourist wants, we have everything. We have beaches, we have deserts, we have snow, we have mountains, we have what we don't have in the world. I don't think we have everything what a tourist wants. Right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, everything can be seen in our country.
Yes.
I don't think any other country has this. You want snow, you can enjoy snow. You want desert, you can go to enjoy desert. You want to live in hills, you can go to south of India. So many things, different diversity, people, culture, nature, everything is so diversified. Unfortunately, but we are not the leaders when it comes to tourism. And again, why are we not, number one in tourism? Basically, what I just summarized.
Yes. Cleanliness.
Cheating people, making money, not respecting for tourist. If a tourist is lost, we try to milk money from them. This happens. If
Yes.
if Indian goes to a particular resort or a hotel, they charge 5,000. If a foreigner goes, they will charge 10,000. Like the moment they see a white people, they will charge double. 100 rupees, they will sell it for 500 rupees. So all this.
They're also very smart.
Yeah.
They know.
Now they are smart. Now they are
Yes,
smart.
yes.
But then still, what will they think of us? Forget
Yes,
about. They are
definitely.
smart. They know they'll not pay money. But what will they think of us? They'll think, okay, these guys are cheaters.
Yes.
They know we are white. They are foreigner. They want to cheat us, right?
Yes.
If you look at France is such a small
Impression
country.
they have on us. Yes.
France is such a small country. 102 million people visited as visitors in 2024. Spain, 89 people. USA, 66 million people. Italy, 57 million. All these are tiny countries. And these guys were, 89 billion people have visited Spain. 102 million visited France. Imagine France, 102 million people visiting in the year 2024. Where are we? France has Eiffel Tower. That is there. We know it's a world heritage. It's a wonder of the world. But we also have a wonder, right? Taj Mahal is a wonder of the world.
Yes.
But unfortunately, 102 million go to France because why? The country is clean. Everything is clean. They have clean toilets, transport. Nobody cheats. Everything is transparent there. So people would love to go again and again and again. But not here. Here it's
They are scared to approach the guide itself.
correct.
So one
So
thing.
just to summarize, what we don't have,
Yes.
beaches, Himalayas, deserts, wildlife, civilization. 43 UNESCO World Heritage Sites are there in India. Yoga, Ayurveda, cuisines, festivals, spiritual tourism, medical tourism, everything we have. So, but unfortunately, because of very simple things, people don't come. See, if a tourist comes to India, if they have a very, very, very nice time in this country, they'll go back to their country and bring and send few others. Okay, I went India last year. I had a fantastic time. Okay, guys, you guys travel your international trip to India. So they will refer their friends. Then their friends will come enjoy. Unfortunately, people who come from US or UK or wherever they come, they enjoy, but they don't refer because 80% of the people have a very bad experience. It could be anything. It could be basic things, hygiene, cleanliness, water not clean, paying extra, etc., etc. I remember if you go to any UNESCO heritage site in India or go to Taj Mahal, the entry ticket for a foreigner is very different from an entry ticket for an Indian. If they charge 100 rupees, for foreigner they will charge 500 rupees. That's the common. I'm not saying illegally. Legally itself they charge more. But as an Indian, if you go travel to Europe or a UK, the entry fare is same irrespective of your nationality. Whether you are an Indian or you are a citizen of Singapore, the rate is same. But here we have different rates. For Indian, we have one rate, and a foreigner, we have one rate. Maybe we think for them it is cheap. 100 rupees is very, very small money. We charge them 500, but still, I don't think that's fair. You should have a same rate irrespective of who you are, wherever you are from. This is the rate for the entry ticket. Pay this, enjoy. Right? So that's it. So basically, just sum it up. Clean tourist destinations. If you have clean toilets, safe public transport, transparent taxi, and then the digital payments, no tourist scam, good roads, safe roads, clean air, clean water, and across India. It's just not cities from villages to cities. If all of us follow this, ensure that we follow all this clearly, then I think 2047, I think nobody can stop us. But if we tend to, do the same thing again and again and again, nothing will change. If citizens don't change, no matter who rules us, nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. But I hope, fingers crossed, 2047 is still, 20, how many years? 21 years away, right? So I think definitely we will have a safe India, clean India. India which all of us love.
Yes.
Forget about Indians loving India. The foreigners should love India.
Exactly.
If people from other country they start loving India, then nobody can stop this country. And I think we'll be the number one country in the world. But a lot of things. But whatever I said is all very, very simple things. Simple things makes huge difference.
Yes, the small things, small changes, it's what's a big changes reason behind it.
Correct.
If we start right now, as you said, 2047 definitely will become, we can see at least 50% of changes, right?
Correct.
It is individual roles and responsibilities. But that's a basic thing, Mohinder, what I felt it. We know this is, but we are not doing it.
Correct.
I know I should not honk, or I know I should keep my surrounding, but why I'm not doing it? But we keep telling avam panla, ivam panla, na em pannu. That mindset people should change. But the lovely part, what I loved is, Mohinder, the tourism thing, what you have said, right? It's really, we know that, but how many of them are doing it and following it is big.
Correct. See, when we say don't litter, imagine if we have 1.4 billion people. Let's say 500 million people don't litter tomorrow. It is just, India will completely change overnight. It is just the number of people that litter, right? 1.4 billion people are living. 50% don't litter the roads or anywhere they go.
Yes.
From tomorrow, they stop littering. That's just mind-blowing change will happen, and nobody will believe is this my country or am I living in somewhere else? So it is the people should change. No government can come and transform this country. I can promise that. Nobody can transform this country. People have to change. Government can be questioned, can be held accountable. But if we don't change, no matter who comes, whether Mahatma Gandhi comes again, he takes a rebirth and comes and lives now, nothing will change. Because if we don't change, no Gandhi can come and change this country. Right? It's our responsibility to keep our country, keep our, make this country clean, keep make everybody proud. We don't have really building big, buildings, 5-star hotels and all these malls. All these are nice to see, but end of the day, the road that you take to go to that mall, the mall is very clean. When you come out of the mall, within 5-kilometer radius, across the mall, you know what the real India is.
Yes.
The mall is just to fool ourselves. Oh, look, I have a mall very clean. Everybody coming shopping, but you go to your home, you go to that street, you see the real India. So that is the reality.
Yes.
And I think as parents, future children are the, are the pillars of this country. The children in the future should be taught, and they should be, consistently the parents at home should teach them all this. And you should do it. When I lived in UK, I've seen parents strictly telling the children, don't litter. I've seen when I was in the bank once in UK for some activity, we were standing in the queue, we were all following the queue, and then a mother and a child were there in the queue, and the child the girl, a small child, she ate some chocolate, and that wrapper she just threw on the floor. She just put it on the floor. The mom immediately said, pick it up, go put it in the bin. The child picked it up, went to the bin, put to the bin, she came back. I never seen that. We were like, okay, no problem. Put it in the bank, they will clean it. Anyway, there are people there to clean. Why should we go to the dustbin and put it in the dustbin? So these little things are what makes them so beautiful. There is nothing there in these European countries. Why are they looking so beautiful? Because it is clean. That's it. The only reason why those countries are looking so beautiful is there is no litter on the roads. The country is clean, so everybody thinks, oh, it's so beautiful. We are such a beautiful country. Unfortunately, because of the rubbish, we look ugly. That's a reality. And I think 2047, definitely, if everybody takes it as a oath and we change in our home, if we change, the world will change. And we should make sure that it is spread across also. Yeah.
Thanks, Mohinder. Very simple concept what you have picked, but it is like very large concept, everybody which have to understand and take a responsibility. Thanks for doing such a great talk with us. Thank you so much. Yeah. So we have next Kapu team also to connect with on the same topic. Hi, Daya.
Hi, Srilekha. Hi, Mohinder. How are you guys?
Yeah, doing great.
Good.
Good to hear that. Yes, Srilekha. How is it? How are the celebrations going on?
Keep on happening good.
Superb. Wishing you all a wonderful Independence Day. And I'm sure a lot of people have done a lot to bring our country to where we are right now. And I'm sure there is a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, lot of dreams that people have sacrificed to get independence to our country, the great Bharata.
Yes. Thanks, Daya, for on the thing. And how would you want to start your team? Like you want to one after one? How you want to start?
Yes. So we have our team over here. So I have Nishita, I have Saurabh, I have Misriya, and I have Mustaq. who are a part of our discussion of Viksit Bharat 2047. And then after that, we will go ahead and talk about Desi Crew in the year of 2047.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes,
Before,
sure.
all right. Are we okay to start?
Yes, Daya. So we'll have a time limit for 2 to 3 minutes for each crewmates. Yes. Yeah, I'll be pinning it the moment they start.
Sure.
Okay.
Before
Yeah.
I start, yes, I would want to bridge the gap between what Mohinder said.
Yes.
To start the continuation of Viksit Bharat, I understand every country has its own problems. India may have its own problem. Problems are like underbelly of every country. Yes. United States, for example, has expensive healthcare. Yes, and we have, as in India, we are booming with medical tourism. Why do Western peoples come to India for healthcare? Because it is becoming very cheap. We have grooming gangs in Europe. Every country has its own problem. But having said that, I see Viksit Bharat in a different way. Okay. So this is where I would want to go ahead and start my thought as to how Viksit Bharat of 2047 will be. So, Srileka, when we hear the words Viksit Bharat 2047, what is the first thing that we think about when a country is being developed or Vikasit? GDP, infrastructure, technology, industries, economic growth. Yeah. But I believe Vikasit Bharat is much more than number. It is a question that I would want to ask. What kind of India do you want to leave for the next generation, for our children or our grandchildren? As India completes 100 years of independence in the year of 2047, I imagine an India that is not simply richer or stronger. I imagine an India that has become a benchmark for the world. An India that is, economically powerful, technologically advanced, socially inclusive, environmentally responsible, and above all, human-centric. Today, if we have to talk about India, India is already the world's fastest growing economy right now. We have a young population, enormous talent, a thriving technological ecosystem, and ability to build at an extraordinary scale. But by 2047, Sri Lanka, I believe we should go much further. We should move on from asking how developed is India. And I would say we should ask, instead of asking how developed is India, we should ask how much has India contributed to making the world better. Correct? What have we given to the society? Are you able to hear me, Sri Lanka?
Okay. Yes, they are. Yes,
so
exactly.
how are we developed? No. What have we given to the society? My vision of an India is where opportunities does not depend on where you are born. Where a child in a village can dream as big as a child in a metropolitan city. Where talent is not restricted by geography. Like a person in Kapu will be at equal par with a person studying in New York or in London. That is what I hope for the year of 2047 for Viksit Bharat. I want technology connecting people rather than dividing themselves. You go into Instagram today, everyone is fighting among themselves. Our country is better. Our country is cleaner. I do not want that nonsense anymore. I want technology to help each other. And I want economic progress to reach every section of the society. The reason why I say this is because Viksit Bharat is not just building a developed country. It is building a country where every Indian has an opportunity to develop. And it brings to me to India, which I believe can lead the world. And I have Saurabh, who will take us to the next part of our conversation. And he will take us into that future of Viksit Bharat. Saurabh, over to you, ma.
Thank you, Daya.
Yeah, hi,
Hello.
Saurabh.
Hi.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Saurabh. Yes.
Thank you, Daya. If Daya described the India we imagine, I want to talk about the India that I leads. By 2047, I envision India becoming one of the world's largest economies, and one of the its most important engines of innovation. But I don't want India to simply become the world's largest consumer. I want India to become one of the world's greatest creators. Today, the world already looks towards India for IT services, software, digital solutions, entrepreneurship, and talent. But by 2047, I see India moving from being back office of the world to becoming the innovation engine of the world. Our IT companies should not only provide services, they should build the artificial intelligence platforms, cybersecurity systems, healthcare technologies, robotics, digital infrastructures, and next generation solutions that the world depends upon. Imagine an Indian technology company solving a problem in Africa, an Indian AI system helping a hospital in Europe, an Indian engineer developing technology for sustainable cities, and an Indian startup creating a solution that becomes a global standard. That is the scale that which I believe India can operate. But there is another opportunity, jobs. Technology could not simply create billion dollar companies. It should create millions of meaningful opportunities. We need India where young people, tier 2, tier 3 cities and rural areas can participate in global digital economy without having to leave their hometowns. The village should not be opposite of opportunity. Uh, Technology can make the people a new center of opportunity, and India can become a global talent magnet. Instead of our brightest minds asking, which country should I move to? I want people around the world asking, how can I come to India and be part of what India is building? But economy and technology leadership means little if prosperity does not reach people. And it brings us to another important part of Viksit Bharat. As India that cares, which we will speak about. So next off, Mustaq will continue. Hand it to Mustaq.
Thank you, Saurabh. A truly developed nation cannot be measured only by its GDP. It must also be measured by the quality of life of its people. My vision for Viksit Bharat is an India where healthcare and education are not privileges available only those who can afford them. Okay, imagine an India where every citizen can access quality healthcare without financial hardship, where a powered healthcare can reach the remotest villages, where a person in a small town can consult the best medical expertise in the country through technology, where early diagnosis and preventive healthcare become accessible to everyone. The same should be true for education also. Imagine a child sitting in a remote village and learning from the best teacher in the world. Imagine AI becoming a personal tutor available to every student. Uh, Language no longer being a barrier to knowledge. A child should not have fewer opportunities simply because of the location of their birth. And this is where I believe India has a unique opportunity. Uh, we can combine our technology, talent, and scale to create a solution that are not only useful for India but useful for the entire developing world. Uh, but inclusion goes beyond healthcare and education. It means creating equal opportunities for women, uh, creating dignified employment. It means ensuring that people with different abilities can participate fully in society, ensuring that growth reaches the last mile, because the real success of Viksit Bharat will not be measured by how much wealth we create. It will be measured by how many lives we improve. And perhaps the most beautiful part of India vision is that our ambition does not have to stop at our borders.
That's a beautiful point, Mustaq, that you have mentioned over here. And I really connect with that a lot. If I really like the point that you have made. Srileka, if you have heard that part, the real success of Viksit Bharat will not be measured by how much wealth we created. It will be measured.
Yes.
It will be measured by how many lives we have improved.
I heard
Hmm.
there. That's what I was just
Yes.
thinking. Yes, it's a very valid point. Like,
And I would like to add to that as well, Srileka, because India has given the world an idea that is thousands of years old. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. And I'm
Okay.
sure you will believe with that, yes? And yes, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Now I will ask Ms. Riya to take it over.
Thank you, Daya. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'm talking about Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. The ancient and Indian philosophy could become one of the most powerful ideas for the future. When I imagine 2047, I don't only imagine a developed India. I imagine an India that is deeply connected with the world. I world A world where borders continue to exist geographically but become less important when it comes to knowledge, healthcare, education, and innovation and human cooperation. Imagine a scientist in India working with the scientist in Africa to solve a global problem. An Indian doctor helping to save a life thousands of kilometers away. An Indian technology company creating the employment across continents. A student from different countries learning together without geographical limitations. And perhaps one day humanity increasingly sees itself not just as citizens of individual countries, but also as citizens of the world. India can lead this transformation because our philosophy has always encouraged us to look beyond about contributing the world. India's greatest strength can be our ability to become scale with compassion, technology, with humanity, and ambition with the responsibility. We should become a country that the world turns not only it needs technology or talent, but when it needs solutions. The solutions like healthcare, climate change, food security, and development. And if India is going to lead the world, there is no one thing we cannot afford to lose along the way.
Ms. Riya, we are not able to hear you.
Hello?
No, Ms. Riya, we cannot hear you. Okay, guys, am I audible?
Yes, Daya. Yes, you're audible.
Okay, in interest of time, I will take over, or rather, where Ms. Riya kind of, we are not able to hear Ms. Riya. There's some audio.
I was able to hear Ms. Riya. Yeah.
You were able to hear? Okay,
Yes. Yes.
Continue speaking, Ms. Riya.
Okay, she's in mute now.
Okay, now?
Yes, Ms. Riya, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Okay, where?
Cool. No problem. Any network issue, we can take over. No worries.
Okay, I'll continue.
Yeah.
We should become a country. The world turns not only when it needs technology or talent. Solutions like healthcare, climate change, solutions for food security, and etc. And if India is going to lead the world, there is one thing we cannot afford to lose along the way. because the India 2047 must be powerful, but it must also be principled.
Thanks, Ms. Riya. See, I agree with you, Disriya. Technology can build a powerful economy. Infrastructure can build cities. Education can build powerful minds. But what I would say is a character builds a powerful nation. I'm sure, Srilekha, you would have heard this quote from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, where he has said, where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is
Yes.
beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. For me, these words are almost a roadmap for Viksit Bharat. And with this, I will go ahead and give Nishita the final closure, few words that she has to share.
Thank you, Daya. Am I audible?
Yes, Nikshita.
Okay. Technology with responsibility, innovation with ethics, progress with sustainability, and ambition with compassion. The India of 2047 should be a country where business grow, but people grow with them. Where innovation creates opportunities, where women have equal opportunities, where young people have the confidence to build a great future here, where our environment is protected for generation to come, and where our strength is used not to dominate others, but to uplift others. So, what is my vision for Viksit Bharat 2047? It is an India that needs technology, an India that needs healthcare, an India that leads in education and innovation, an India that is economically powerful and socially compassionate, an India that is sustainable, an India that attracts talent from across the world, and an India that carries the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam into the future. Perhaps the journey from 2026 to 2047 can be described in 3 words: from India, for India, to India, for the world, and from Viksit Bharat to Vishwa Bharat. Because ultimately, the India we build in 2047 will not be measured only by how high we rise. It will be measured by how many people rise with us, how many lives we touch, how many problems we solve, and how much better we leave the world than we found it. This is my vision. This is our vision. This is Viksit Bharat 7. And thank you all.
Thank you, Nishita. I would just want to close this again with a small para from what Nishita had written. From India, for India, to India, for the world, and from Viksit Bharat to Vishwa Bharat. Because it will be measured only by how high we rise, it will be measured by how many people rose with us, how many lives we touched, how many problems we solved. This is our vision. This is our Viksit Bharat. Not waiting for 2047, and this will be done much before 2047. Thank you very much, Srilekha, and thank you very much, everyone.
Great, Daya. So everyone presented a very, very short script, but all the short scripts were very, very important. But I'm very inspired. The way you have thought is differently. I mean, it's a different benchmark. So like how Mohinder speaks about the simple things makes the different changes, and the thoughts process, what you guys have brought it, it was really great. Thank you.
Thank you, Srilekha. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
So,
taking time into consideration, we are connecting again at 4.
yes.
And you gave me an extension for the floor. The floor decoration, workstation decoration, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We have managed to close it. I'll send you that images on WhatsApp. Is that okay?
Yeah. You can send me in the Google link also what we have already done, no? Yeah.
Done.
Yes.
And this team number the DC crew in 2047, because the team has made something for that as well.
Yes. The 4 to 5 is your slot. Yes. Okay. So you can present, and it's completely only for your team. 1 hour is blocked for you. Yeah.
Okay. Done. Aligned.
Thank you all. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the preparation. I also love to announce we are going to start our Daisy Cruise 20 years journey anniversary celebration.
Right.
So that I'm happy to announce that today, like celebrating 20 years of success, and we're going to have lots and lots of events which is going to come for before we're going to celebrate in the month of Feb. Okay, actually we're going to celebrate. We're going to start our journey from today, keeping the Independence Day as the beginning, and we are launching the first. We're going to start every week or every month. We are planning. The plan will be explored to you very shortly. So get ready. Along with your work, take part in the shows, and also know what is the journey we are going to do in the next 20. What we have done in the next 20 years, and what we are doing for also.
Absolutely, Sridhar. And we will be more than happy to be a part of DC Live and help to add value as minute as we can, because you have done the majority of things. Whatever 1%, 2%, if you need the support from us, we are more than happy to extend it.
Yes, there can be lots event. Your talent, you can explore your talent, your script, AI related, many things, expected, unexpected, many booming things are going to come up. So just wait and watch. Don't miss out any of the posts. Whatever we are posting, I'm going to post in Slack, mail, and everything. You will reach it out. Thank you for the wonderful team, Daya, for bringing them in. Thank you so much. Thank you.